proud of our guys. Huge win to finish the year. It's been a long year, but I thought our guys battled. We've talked about it. We played really 3 poor halves. We've been in every league game in the month and the whole season, with the exception of Oklahoma, in the fourth quarter, and we haven't won enough. And so the last 3 games of the season, winning 2 of those, 2 of them on the road versus really proud programs, is big for us in this first year of us building a program, playing a lot of young guys. Credit to our staff. Thought we, especially on defense, had a great plan. Really, Vic's giving us a chance. Vic and defense staff giving us a chance all year. Guys have bought in. We've been able to get pressure, and I think our defensive front has been the difference. We flew around today. I mean, we only gave up 1 touchdown against their offense, and they've been good running the ball. We kind of bent, but we never broke in the second half and just hung around. Offense, it was a struggle. It's really kind of been a struggle all year. You know, we tried to be persistent with the run game today. Had a little bit of success. I think Lady Brown did a good. When we get him to the line of scrimmage, he does a good job. I think we got to get to a point where we're able to finish those games and run out the clock, and not have to throw it on 4th down to do it. But the thing on offense that we did is we took advantage of turnovers. I think if you look at all the stats, the biggest stat and the reason that we won the game, we got 10 points off turnovers. We threw 3 interceptions. They get 0 points. And so I think that ended up being the story of the game. But, again, proud of these guys, proud of how we competed. I felt like we were about the right things. But until you go out and do it in a game like this, you never know. And so I think it says a lot about our buy-in. I think it's really positive about the future of where we're going. So with that, I'll open up for questions.
Talk about that touchdown pass that he threw. I mean, that was 2 plays after he took that hard shot at the target.
Yeah. Monty ain't gonna be happy. Well, all right. No, I thought he, Jared didn't have his A game today. You know, he wasn't sharp. I don't think he saw it very well. A lot of credit to what Gary does defensively. You know, I think he's one of the top defensive minds in the country, and he makes it tough. And I've said this repeatedly during the week, and it was true today. Is he takes away what you're good at, and if you have success with a play. All right, if you don't hit it again within that drive, he makes the correction on the sideline. He and his staff, because they've been together so long, he makes those corrections on the sideline, and you don't get that play again. And I think you see that. Some plays we hit, and then we try to come back to him, and he had answers for him. So that's a credit to him. But Jared's a football guy. He stayed up on the sideline, and he's got good courage. He's got hit quite a bit. We've had some issues with some blitzing in the last 2 ball games, and he stood in there. And that was a great play by Isaiah Esdale. You know, you're talking about a kid, you want to hear a story. I mean, Isaiah Esdale sits out a year after high school, goes to Eastern Arizona, played receiver and safety, or corner, maybe in corner. You know, they run the triple option. He comes here right before the year, last year, red shirts, and then he makes a huge play, the game-winning play in this game.
What's that play called?
That play? That's Arrow. Yeah, I think what we've been able to do is we've been able to give some yardage up in the pass game, but we haven't given up explosive plays. And so we're able to keep them in front of you, which is it's hard with Rager. I mean, he can run. You saw it on the punt return. We missed 2 tackles at the point of attack, and it was over. You know, and I hate that too because we really would have finished in the top 10 in the country in punt return defense, and that's the first one we've gotten out all year. That's the longest one by far. I think the longest one before that was 11 yards. So we've been able to keep the ball in front of us. We muddy up the run game. I think you got to look at what Jordan Leslie's done with our defensive line. I think they've gotten better. You know, I think they've probably played as well as any unit on our football team.
How about Nick Troy stepping in for Keith?
Had to play almost the whole game, you know, and Nick Troy's a guy that we've got a lot of faith in. He's played a lot of football. You know, he started when Keith was out with the injury. His best football is going to be ahead of him. You know, I was proud of him. They challenged him. They went at him, especially on the next to last drive, and he came through and made a play. And so he's got a bright future here. Well, that hadn't been the case all year. You know, we hadn't played great complementary football, and really until probably the last 3 weeks. But that's what teams that win close games do. is when one side struggles, the other side picks them up. When you get a big play, the other side takes advantage of it. We were able to do that. You know, if we had been a little bit better as we went through the year, we'd probably be sitting at a different record right now, but that wasn't the case. And so, you know, I thought that, you know, our pass rush gave them some problems. We gave up a few yards in the run game, but we didn't let one get out on us. And I think if you look at explosive plays, from what they averaged and what they got today, I think that speaks well to our guys.
How did you keep the sideline up after the 4th and 1? Start on the 4th and 6. I
Yeah.
know you try to stay.
It's frustrating, and there was multiple frustrating things in this game. Okay, I mean we've done a lot of things as we went through the year that are the reason why we're sitting here at 5-7. Okay, that being one of them, and that was on the quarterback. That wasn't on the offensive line. That was on the quarterback. He did the wrong cadence, but anyway. But the thing that I think really speaks well to our future is because all those guys are first-year players are going to turn into second-year players. All those guys, second-year players, are going to turn into third-year players. And we're not going to repeat those same mistakes. And we'll be more disciplined. We'll have more experience. And so we were able to overcome them today. You know, and we haven't been able to overcome those type of mistakes, but we were able to do that today. Mm. Yeah. Well, I think that they've been fun to watch. You know, they really have been fun to watch. They've started multiple games here in a row. Tyke's really started every game since game 4 or 5. And then Carey started multiple games as well. And I think they've continued to grow. They've bought in. Their preparation is so much better. You know, Coach Pogue with Tyke and Coach Vic with Carey, they've done a good job working with them. Their fundamentals have gotten better. You can see their confidence, you know, and they haven't really even gone through an off-season program yet. So I think the best is yet to come for those guys.
Winning the last game, you mentioned it a little bit on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Put that boost into the offseason. Now that you've got it.
Yeah. Well, winning makes everything better. You know what I mean? It makes everything better, and we're going to go in with some momentum into the offseason. What we've done here in November, I think, validates the plan we have in place. I think it's big for our fans as well. You know, it's going to be huge for recruiting. When we hit the road on Sunday, we're going to have some positive momentum, especially how we finished. We've got a lot to sell with some facility upgrades, a lot of young guys playing. And so when we start our offseason program, we'll get back. We got to take a week off, and then we'll get back and work a little bit before finals hit. But when we come back full steam in January, our guys understand. And, you know, the margin for error in the Big 12 is so small. It really is. If you look at our league, I think from top to bottom, it's really tough. And the margin for error is really small. And you can't be a team that beat yourself. And we did that some this year. And where you clean up those type of mistakes is in your winter program and your summer program. So the win today was big. You know, it was big, and I'm proud of our guys for fighting. You know, I thought we fought and overcame adversity and were able to find a way to win at the end.
That Esdale play, is that similar to one y'all ran at Baylor maybe?
So, yeah, we've been run. That's one of our base plays. Yeah, we run it, and it was really a kind of a run-pass combo, and they blitzed us. And I don't know if it was zero or a cover one blitz, but they blitzed us. And Dayu went to the right. That's the guy he goes to. And we had him versus safety, and he went up, and it was a tremendous throw. He didn't throw the deep ball very well today, but that was a tremendous throw over the shoulder. We practice that catch all the time. He tracked the ball well. Esdale probably has the best hands in our receiving corps. He tracked the ball well and tapped his toes inside. It was huge. Proud moment for him. Great story. All right, thank you all. Appreciate y'all coming.